Hey guys, and welcome back to this tiny corner of the internet. November has been quite an eventful month in terms of releases, but good and, well, decent. You're watching It's Tail Time. I decided to review November comebacks in the same format as I've done for my other monthly releases. I won't be ranking the songs, just reviewing them, rating them in different categories, namely hook, as in how catchy it is, replayability, as in the longevity of the songs, the production of the songs, the structure, and the album's B-sides. I haven't managed to include all of November's releases, but I've linked my script in the description where I wrote short reviews on the releases that I didn't include in the video. Without further ado, let's dive right in.
Back in the game, son. What should I change? I'm a maverick.
Who would have thought I needed another lovely power anthem to end my year? With its rolling brass parts counterparting the subtle yet impactful percussion, this song has all the needed ingredients to get the listeners heavily addicted. The chorus is very single hit with the crashing EDM and the repeated chants of Back in the Game Son and I'm a Maverick. The music video is an instant eye-opener with the distinct battle royale concept going on in the foreground with hints of an apparent storyline that the viewers are left to interpret for themselves. It is one of, if not the most well-produced music videos put out by a 4th gen boy group. The styling is absolutely top tier this era, with the very intriguing choker collars to the eerily similar outfits adding to the rebellious ambience of the song. Coming to the B-sides Hypnotized and Russian Roulette, I dare say I found them a tad bit more appetizing, and I think that they collectively outshine Maverick in their intra-cohesiveness. Russian Roulette might just be their best B-side with that overarching glockenspiel line. This EP was definitely something I was not expecting from them after Thrill Ride, but it's definitely one of my favorites this year. Here's what I think of the album.
Back in the game, son. What should I change? I'm a maverick. I'm a maverick. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
Is it just me, or has TO1 just upped their game ever since they rebranded from TOO? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Magnolia, but their comeback with No More X was something I wasn't mentally or physically prepared for. The onomatopoetic sounds in the chorus right from the start got me sitting right up, unable to tell what was going to come next. The rap parts in the song mesh really well with the rest of the song and adds to its anthemic nature. I really found it funny how they decided to have a full Halloween-esque comeback literally 5 days after the worldwide festival. The music video explores a lot of themes when it comes to thinking about a dark and slightly dread-evoking concept, with the prevalent thunder throughout the MV and the scenes with the wine glasses with apparent blood. This song and music video just holistically reminded me of a very well-edited 2.5 to 3rd gen noisy boy group song, and that nostalgia factor was very significant in making me fall head over heels for this song. As for the album, I had a very smooth listening experience gladly. The track list is super cohesive that I could go back and put the album on loop at any point in time without skipping a track. Definitely a slayer for the year. First of all, the Vixx print. I was so happy to see another interpretation of a modern traditional concept after Vixx's Shangri-La back in 2018. The instrumental broadly emulates the concept with the incorporation of recognizable traditional instruments crossed with a steady yet constantly shifting rhythm and pace. There are abstract metaphors placed in almost every aspect of the music video, making it very visually pleasing and adding a storyline for the readers to engross themselves into. I also noticed quite a major use of juxtapositional concepts within the music video, such as light and dark, summer and winter, day and night, snow and cherry blossom. The idea is quite fascinating considering the song is called Loona, obviously referring to the moon. This sort of celestial and atmospheric sound and visual setting creates a very soothing and almost therapeutic ambience for listeners, especially me. Half the songs in the album were songs from previous pre-releases, hence I have nothing to add towards them, but I happen to enjoy the new B-sides quite a bit as well. While Who You Are explores a softer R&B sort of sound, Yes or No and We're in Love are both energetic and uplifting songs, harnessing special characteristics individually that make me enjoy them a lot. I'm just going to be blatantly honest here. This song gave me a headache when it first came out. I seem to agree with what everyone around me was saying about it, that the vocals sounded super stretched and contracted at the same time, and I wasn't sure if it was just the mixing on the song or just the members' voices being strained in general. The instrumental keeps going through a million different shifts and fails to keep consistency, which is probably intentional as to take an original approach to a debut song. This made the instrumentals and the vocals run in completely opposite directions and can easily ruin someone's listening experience if not completely formulated. However, after a few listens, I seem to have become accustomed to the leaps and bounds taken by the instrumental after almost every 4 beats. I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to it though, nor would I readily accept that this is a phenomenal track for a girl group to debut with. I also found the B-sides pretty plain and not very exciting as I'd expected. However, I really like the track Flipping a Coin as it incorporated the voguish soundscape that I just adore when it comes to K-pop sounds. Here's how I feel about the album.
It's either yes or no, either stop or go. But we got no rules like April Fools, cause we won the airs. 고통명한 시선 속 사이 가려진 발자국 그냥 지나쳐. Let's get it, you are my siesta. New baby viva. 새로운 boom boom fireworks, boom boom fireworks. Siesta.
No words. I'm just so glad that I had the patience to wait through their whole period of inactivity for them to come back with Siesta. Siesta is a very apparent refresher from their previous comebacks, Cool and Oopsie, with its overly bright and elevating atmosphere, with both its ascending brass lines and the summery vibes of the music video, keeping me warm even in the harsh winter that it is right now. The music video isn't all smiles and grins. It shows the members through rough patches in their lives, longing for the sun and maybe a bit of freedom to dream and relive their youth. The lyrics talk about their nostalgia for a time in the past and how they would wake up from their siesta or short afternoon nap to become youthful and rise up again. It is quite a poignant touch to a fun, sunny song and definitely manages to lift me up when I'm down. The mini album is also pretty much no skip and a great addition to this month's nearly flawless record in terms of releases. My favorite from the album would have to be Luminous and Who Am I, because who doesn't love an energetic and high-spirited song to just vibe to? I also really liked First Dream because of the softer, indie soundscape it emitted. Yeah, I have no clue why Scientist is even getting any sort of hate. Yeah, the chorus is underwhelming. The pre-chorus to chorus drop, there is no drop. It kind of all just blends in with the chorus in one monotonous stroke, but guess what? That's okay. TWICE came back with a bright yet visually mature concept for their comeback, and it was good. The concept for the music video was a very well blended rendition of a mature and cute concept, and I enjoyed it way too much for a TWICE song, considering I don't listen to them a massive amount. The cutscenes with the little science lab setting and the geeky effects were super cute and makes it automatically one of my favorite TWICE MVs. The verses are very addicting and are also very melodically interesting once thought about. Zooming out onto the album as a whole, 14 songs long, it's probably one of the best albums this whole year apart from Golden Child's Game Changer. The songs are very varied in soundscape and their instrumental and production choices, but pay homage to TWICE's pre-existing glittery sound. The addition of the sparkly city pop songs like Fall in Love Again, Cruel, and Push and Pull added a different dimension to Twice's already existing discography, contributing to a more vintage, mature type of sound within their B-sides. Yes, the queens are back. The news of their comeback had me so excited and eagerly awaiting the day of their comeback, which also meant I upheld some major expectations. Tiki Taka, it's a great song. I really like Tiara's vocals in general, so they automatically shone in this song. Jiyeon and Kyuri, being the queens they are, absolutely slayed this era with their styling and their singing. Composition-wise, from a high level and a low level perspective, it was played mainly safe. No more 2.5 to 3rd gen girl group noisy disco music, which I was kinda hoping they'd bring back, something parallel to the prime Tiara music such as Roly Poly and Sugar Free. It was more like they were trying to adhere to the new, more widely accepted style of music with the subtle deep house drop beats, which in no way is bad. It is a very pleasantly girl boss type of song with the gravity of the music video and the orangey brown and black color palette they had ongoing. I definitely prefer the B-side All Kill to this song because of its desert-like flute lines and significantly softer percussion. The signature change in the chorus is also very refreshing, even if it isn't what I was expecting to hear from them. A perfect blend of electro and deep house all in one track. I also noticed the use of bells or glockenspiels in parts of the song during the pre-chorus, which is quite interesting to add into a very deep bass influenced track. The song in general got me having quite literally shivers from some of the choreography choices, making me question my sanity, to just the overall vibe of the song being dark and, well, sensual. I will retire if SF9 continues to get hate for this, because as Rowoon and Jaeyoon say in the song, I don't like this drama. The music video makes me repeatedly go back to it because of its ambiguity and the mysterious aura they managed to uphold every comeback, from Good Guy and Now or Never down to Trauma. I feel like the neon traveling lights during the solo dance cutscenes were a great addition to the overall aesthetic of the music video. Also, I love some of the lyricality choices in the song. For example, when they say "You become my trauma" at the start of the chorus, but towards the post-chorus change to "You ain't my trauma, I'm nothing without you." And I just find that really interesting. As for B-sides, I tend to really like SF9 B-sides in general, and nearly all of the ones on this album were worthy enough to go onto my playlist. My favorite from this album would have to be either Dreams because of its heavy electro house brassy sound, or their apparent fan song, For Fantasy, because of its sparkly sound adding to an elevating effect.
You become my trauma, inside my mind. You become my trauma, trauma, trauma.
And that's it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed the video and what I had to say about the comebacks this month. Do let me know what you think of my opinions and what your favorite comebacks were this month. This is Aloka signing out.